What does a Capricorn stellium cause us to realize? What does it cause us to realize when there's a Capricorn stellium? It causes us to realize the value of emotional support, emotional security, emotional backing, encouragement. And whether or not you have the resources to replenish the spirit, whether or not you have the emotional fortitude and resources to endure the marathon, because you do know what it's going to take to fulfill the Capricorn stellium. But now that we're in frequencies of authenticity and we're down to the real person, and the prescription of universal forces has insisted that every distraction, every false prophet in our life, everything that we hid behind, everything that we use to escape realities, fake friends, noise, distractions, drugs, casual sex, status, careers, jobs, material, all of these superficial things of the shadow of Venus, the detriment of Venus, that the South Node Virgo, number 9 energy has recovered us from. In that recovery, the automatic outcome is always going to be isolation. And that isolation is always going to make us more aware of our emotional sensitivities and thresholds, that of the inner child, the deep, most inner self, the emotional needs and demands that are there. But will we find the humility to confess that that is the case? Cancer Mars retrograde was a different story to the same thing. Because in that story, it became violent, toxic, abusive, obnoxious, anxious, where we made somebody else the blame, the cause for why we're feeling this way in ourselves. After healing those things, we're closer to compassion, we're closer to understanding when we feel this. Because we have the victory of Cancer Mars retrograde in our belt, per se. Now we're homing in on compassion and empathy. Compassion for the self, empathy for the self. I need to feel something. Something of love, something of care, something of concern, something of affection. And it must be trustworthy. It must be sincere. It must be true. It must be loyal, uncorrupted. Because I made a covenant with my inner child that I would keep such things away from my inner child. But it leaves me isolated. It leaves me lonely. It leaves me cold. It leaves me in exile. It leaves me scavenging for sources by which I could absorb enrichment into my soul. My soul is starving for love, starving for affection and compassion, starving for support, starving for the feedback that edifies the soul, that fills the spirit, that lets me know I can do it, that gives me the strength to answer to the Capricorn stellium. Emotional intensification that's meant to lead to revelation, but with confession. Can we confess that this is the case? Do we have the humility to confess that this in this hour is the greatest value? Ah, what is the greatest value of our current time in this world? Love, compassion, empathy, understanding, care. That there's someone else on the other side of you who is concerned. How are you feeling? Did you eat today? What was your day like? Come here. I just want to hug you. Someone on the other side to say, hey, I love you. I believe in you. The simple things we're learning, it wasn't money. It wasn't a job title. It wasn't a fancy car. It wasn't status and accolades, European fashion. It was none of these things of shadow Capricorn. It was none of these things of South Node Libra. Somebody lied to us and we recovered the truth. Can you see that the revelation of truth has now come to the spirit, that we have finally remembered what the true and everlasting value of life is and what it remains? Can you see that we have recovered it now? Even though it is cold, it is painful, undesirable to feel such a way. Mahalia Jackson, sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. The cold feeling. We found it. We found the greatest treasure, the highest wealth, the greatest value that we all have the capacity for, that we all have the ability to give and share as if it were currency. And it's compassion, empathy, love, kindness, remembrance, affection. The ability to use your hand to touch someone on the shoulder, to hug and embrace someone. The ability to remember someone and how they might be feeling, the ability to have empathy and to care and concern, to be concerned about what they might be going through and to seek them out. Is this not the greatest value? Were it not for isolation, were it not for us being made to not have access to this value, to the extent and level that would satisfy our souls, we would never contemplate the value of it. To be loveless. To be loveless. Oh, what a wretched position to be in. We have to redefine poverty all over again. Bankruptcy, we have to redefine it all over again. Who is really bankrupt? Who is really in poverty? The loveless. The loveless. Who has really lost in life? The one who created isolation through separation and division. Hatred. Fear of love. Rejection of love. Rejection of intimacy. The one who created lovelessness in the life. Playing with people's feelings. Tossing them aside. Counting money. Think that it could buy you happiness and fulfillment. Buy you peace. Buy you love. Ah, we get to see up close and personal the misery of rich people, wealthy people, celebrities, famous people, cameras in action, countless dollars to spend, and miserable. Who has access to wealth? Who? Who is rich and who is poor? Who? You tell me. Who's the rich one? Who's the wealthy one? And who is the poor? This is the time of truth. You could have been poor yesterday, and perhaps a wealthy man or a wealthy woman came into your life and decided to share their wealth with you. Hey, how's it going? I noticed you were sitting alone. If you don't mind, there's room here if I can sit. So tell me, besides admiring a beautiful day like this, share with me, what are some thoughts that could transfer maybe a little joy to me? I'll transfer one to you. You give me a good thought, I give you a good thought. Come on, let's exchange. And there, the treasure chest opens. One was poor, one was rich, and decided to come and share the wealth through a way so simple, a transfer of wealth. It's in little things. Let me go see so and so. Let me call up so and so. I just want to be here. I didn't want anything. I just want to be in your presence. I just want to be here. I just want to see you. Do we remember the value of just wanting to see someone or just wanting to hear someone's voice? There has to be a reason. It's its own reason. Ah, do we know what wealth really is? Do we really know what it means to be rich? Emotional poverty. Emotional poverty. And we have to learn how to become wealthy, how to get wealthy. We have to learn how to get rich. Uh-huh. In the estate of love, in the trust of compassion. We have to learn. Don't be delusional. Love is only a presentation of a snare, an invitation to a trap for cowards. For those who don't have the courage, the balls, the guts to face truth, to deal with truth, to handle truth, to bear the pain and the burden and inconvenience of truth. If you don't know truth, you don't know love. You're a liar and a coward, a cheat, a manipulator, and you transfer pain and deceit and injury. Don't be fooled. Love is heavenly and it rewards the burdens of truth.